By the time Ada downloaded the app, she had already rehearsed the lie she would tell herself. I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm just browsing. This doesn't mean anything. The breakup had been clean in the way only exhausted endings are. No shouting, no begging. Just a quiet understanding that whatever they were holding onto had already gone cold. For weeks afterwards, Ada avoided mirrors, avoided music, avoided places where couples lingered too long. One night, unable to sleep, she downloaded the app. She told herself she would delete it by morning. She didn't expect the match to come so quickly. His name was Daniel. His photos were normal, not polished, not overly confident, just neat, soft smile, natural backgrounds, no forced luxury, no gym mirrors, the kind of profile that didn't try too hard. His bio was brief. I read more than I talk. I listen carefully. I don't waste time. Ada hesitated. Then she swiped right. The match notification came instantly. She felt a small, unwarranted thrill. Their conversation started easily, too easily. Daniel didn't overtext, didn't disappear. He replied with a timing that felt human, never desperate, never distant. When Ada took hours to respond, he waited. When she replied late at night, he didn't comment on it. He didn't ask invasive questions. Instead, he noticed things. When she made a dry joke, he followed it with the same tone, not laughing emojis, not forced enthusiasm. When she went quiet mid-conversation, he didn't push. He simply said, "We can talk later." It felt safe, familiar. After a few days, Ada caught herself smiling at her phone. She hated that she noticed. Daniel remembered things, not just the obvious ones. Her job, her favorite food, but small, forgettable details. That she hated voice notes longer than 30 seconds. That she preferred afternoon coffee to morning tea. That she stopped replying when conversation felt interrogative. Once, she joked about disappearing for days when overwhelmed. Daniel replied, "I know, you do that when things feel too loud." Ada paused. She didn't remember telling him that. She brushed it off. Maybe she had mentioned it. Maybe it was obvious. Still, something tightened briefly in her chest, then loosened. They met after 2 weeks. A public place, daytime, cafe near a busy road. Daniel arrived early. He stood when he saw her, smiled softly, didn't comment on her appearance in a way that felt invasive. He didn't reach out for her hand, didn't lean too close. He mirrored her energy perfectly. When she leaned back, he leaned back. When she spoke quietly, he lowered his voice. When she changed the subject, he followed without hesitation. Ada left the date unsettled, not because anything was wrong, but because nothing was. She told her best friend later, "It's like he already knows how to be around me." Her friend laughed. "That's called compatibility." Ada nodded, pretending that explained the unease. The second date was dinner. The third was a walk. Daniel never asked where things were going, never pressured, never rushed. Instead, he framed himself as patient. "I like taking time. I don't chase. I prefer when people arrive at things on their own." Ada found herself opening up. She talked about her childhood, her fears, her ex. Daniel listened, really listened. Sometimes when she paused mid-thought, he finished the sentence, gently, tentatively. And he was always right. It felt intimate. It also felt like being slowly undressed. The first crack came accidentally. Ada was scrolling through social media one evening when she noticed a notification. Someone had liked an old post, very old, from years ago. A photo she barely remembered uploading. The profile name was familiar. When she clicked it, the account was private. The username felt generic. She ignored it. The next day, Daniel referenced the post casually. "You looked happy in that photo." Ada frowned. "What photo?" "The one by the water. Blue dress?" Her fingers tightened around her phone. "That was years ago." Daniel smiled, calm, unbothered. "It showed up on my feed." That wasn't possible. She hadn't shared it recently. She hadn't tagged anyone. She didn't say anything. She didn't want to sound paranoid. The unease grew quietly. Daniel started anticipating things before she expressed them. He suggested restaurants she had bookmarked but never shared. He referenced articles she had saved but not posted. He avoided topics she had once tweeted about disliking years ago. Ada told herself he was observant. She told herself she was overthinking. Until the night she searched his name online. Nothing came up. No tagged photos, no mutuals, no digital trail beyond the dating app. That alone should have been a relief. Instead, it terrified her. She confronted him gently. "You know a lot about me." Daniel didn't deny it. He tilted his head slightly. "I pay attention." "How?" "The internet leaves clues." Ada's stomach dropped. "How long?" she asked. Daniel smiled. The same soft smile that had always made her feel safe. "Long enough to know you'd swipe right." The room felt smaller. He explained it calmly, almost academically. He had noticed her years ago, through a comment, then another, then patterns. He followed slightly, watched what she shared, what she deleted, what she reacted to. He learned her rhythm, her vulnerabilities, her type. By the time she downloaded the app, he already knew what profile would appeal to her. The photos were chosen deliberately, the bio crafted carefully, the timing intentional. He hadn't lied, he had studied. "You manipulated me," Ada whispered. Daniel shook his head. "I understood you." "That's not the same thing." "It is to me." His voice was calm, certain. "I didn't force anything. You chose me." Ada stood up, shaking. "This is over." Daniel didn't follow her, didn't argue. He simply said, "You think about this for a long time." She blocked him that night, deleted the app, changed her privacy settings. For weeks, she jumped at every notification. Nothing happened. Life resumed. Almost. Months later, Ada received a friend request. The profile was blank. No photo, no name. Just one mutual interest listed. Something obscure she had never publicly shared. Her phone buzzed with a message. "I knew you'd check." Ada stared at the screen, hands trembling. Another message appeared. "You're more careful now." "I like that." She didn't reply. She turned off her phone. But the damage had already settled deep. Because somewhere inside her, beneath the fear and anger, a single thought echoed, cold and inescapable. He hadn't needed to chase her. He had only needed to wait. Sometimes, the danger isn't in meeting someone new. It's realizing they already know you. If this story stayed with you, tap the like button so others can find it too. And if you're new here, subscribe to Fabled Words, where modern stories reveal how close fear can feel. Stay aware.